This episode of the Golf Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up today using promo code GOLFSGPN and then go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/dog to enter our bonus contest. 5 winners will receive shirts, hats, and a $50 SGPN gift card. And Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. All right, DJs, welcome back. It's your boy, Boston Capper, with the God of Golf himself, Steve Shermer, to talk about the Honda. I don't care what they named it. It's still the Honda. That's what we're calling it because I can't say Cognizant 30 fucking times tonight. Hey, Steve.
Say Cognizant 3 times fast.
Cognizant.
You see, there you go. Well, why are you avoiding the main sponsor now for this tournament this year? Because
I don't know. Some dirtbags from Jersey who run like a tech company.
Oh, you actually found out where they are?
Yeah.
Okay, look at that. I do the research on Sunday. You do the research on Tuesday. That's
right.
That's great.
That's right.
Yeah, very good. So yeah, this is the Cognizant. I always love putting together this betting card because, and especially this year, I came into it thinking, listen, I'm going to be careful. I'm not going to get too exposed with everything. Like this thing can blow my face. And I bet way too much pre-tournament, and this is definitely the type of tournament as well that. Probably 3/4 of the betting cards will be dead by the end of the day on Thursday, and you're just clinging on to dear life for the last remaining shreds on the betting card, hoping you make a little bit of a profit there. It'll be fun. It'll be tilting, but it'll be fun.
I love this tournament. I love Florida swing, obviously, because I get to watch these guys just suffer on the same type of courses that I fucking play. And the finicky ass Bermuda, the fucking reading the grain, and the sand on the goddamn greens, and the wind and the water. It just makes me so happy to watch carnage. I love this. Love Bay Hill. Love TPC. Yeah, I love it. Can't wait.
I know. I mean, you definitely are one to love golf courses that make these guys human.
Yes.
Listen, I made my opinion known on Sunday. I got some blowback for it. I stand by everything I said. But hey, the first couple hours of seeing guys hit stuff in the water over and over on Thursday are really entertaining. It might get a little boring by the time Saturday rolls around. But hey, listen, I have the unpopular opinion. So, why don't we just get kind of right into it? Right. So this is a tricky tournament, obviously, and. We went over how all the ways with the relative skill set chart on Sunday, not very helpful. There's a lot of car crashes here. So I guess let me ask you, like when you were making your betting card here,
yeah,
what were you going for? Like, did you just kind of stick with like one central theme of I'm just going to go with this and hope it works out? Or did you kind of maybe go a little bit all over the board as far as how you pick guys this week?
It's kind of a little bit all over the board, but I feel like recent form. I'm always that way, though. I'm always heavier on recent form than I feel like anybody else. So, like recent form, I don't think course history matters worth a fuck here. Like, I just don't. I don't think it matters because it's such a train wreck course. I mean, you look at Rory's won it and misses the cut, right? So, because car wrecks can happen, but I want guys who play well in Florida, right? Like, because that's such a specific style of golf. I want guys who have, at least in my brain, have a decent track record in Florida. So yeah, good with the irons, the second shot course, man. Keep it in the fairway, second shot course, and avoid the fucking car crashes. I want guys who play well in Florida.
It's funny you mentioned that because I mentioned the text chain. I've been falling into a trap the last couple of years where, listen, I rely heavily on the data, rely on just a lot of the stats, and I end up just galaxy brain myself into guys of, well, listen, if they play well on the West Coast, play well in Texas, play well in the Northeast, of course it's just going to, translate to Florida. It's just golf at the end of the day. And then you have picking like Homa and Morikawa and like Xander and all these guys, and they're just not Florida golfers. So I tried to keep that in mind I really just looked at Bay Hill and this place and Sawgrass and Innisbrook too. Eden Concession as well. Just if I notice a trend that you just don't have a lot of good finishes when you come down there, I kind of disqualified you. It helped me separate a lot of the guys up the top. That was very helpful because, good. I mean, listen, like even when I not to compare myself to these pro golfers, but when I come down to visit Florida, it just, it's just different when I'm sitting on that tee box. The air is different. I don't know if it's the humidity. I don't know if it's the fact I'm kind of psyching myself out because like it's more target golf and I got a water hazard just, right over here. And it's something to get used to. So I want to target guys that I just had a good sense of, hey, you're generally good in Florida. And I just leaned on the iron game this week. One thing I noticed looking at past winners coming in, they all were trending with their irons. Even Matt Jones was hitting his irons really good at the beginning of the year before he won.
And we knew it was going to be windy. We knew it was going to be windy that week too. So that's why we were focused on like Aussie players.
Well, you were, not me. But, like Chris Kirk was trending with his irons. Sung Jae was trending with his irons. A lot of guys are trending with their irons coming in. Yeah. And you're right. Like, trying to look at this thing from off the tee, it's not as penal off the tee as what you would expect just because guys are really careful. If you're stupid, it can be really penal. But most guys are being a little more conservative this week, but the penalty is with the second shot. And our crack DFS guru for Sports Gambling Podcast, Matt Gannon, reported the rough is down a little bit at PJ Nashville this year. That's not a surprise considering I think the GCSAA was saying that there was agronomy issues with the turf due to El Nino wreaking havoc. So only about 2-inch rough. To me personally, I think that's going to be more beneficial to guys who really get iron players because then you can have a little more control of the ball when it comes out of the rough, more ball first contact. And that's been shown over the last couple of years that iron play has been the biggest separator of how you do well at this golf course over any other category. So that's just what I went with this week.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. It's the Florida swing, baby. You never know what's going to happen. That's what makes it fucking fun.
No, we don't. I mean, I do know what's going to happen. I'm going to get 5 angry text messages from you by 9:00 about 3 guys on your betting card who hit 5 balls in the water.
We're back on East Coast time, man. Those angry texts are firing fucking pre-8 a.m. No question about it.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I'm merging to the other lane, just trying to look over my phone, seeing this constant vibrating about you just dropping F-bombs. Mother effing everybody. Yeah, it's a tradition unlike any other.
Love it.
All right, well, let's take our first break, and then let's start breaking down this betting board.
All right, so Underdog Fantasy is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. It's also the fastest growing fantasy app in the industry. So you got the Pick'em game where you choose your favorite players will have higher or lower stat in that game's week for a chance to win big. And rivals, which is always fun. You get to pick 2 players against each other. Which player will have more yards? Who's going to make more birdies, etc. So listen, I love Underdog. I said it before. I hope Florida figures it out and they get to stay here. I love Underdog. It's my favorite spot to do. It's just like player props all day. It's beautiful. So sign up today with promo code SGPN and get your first deposit doubled up to $100 as well as an instant pick'em special. Visit UnderdogFantasy.com or find them in the App Store. And don't forget to register with my promo code Golf SGPN to get your first deposit doubled up to $100 as well as an instant pick'em special. Must be 18 plus and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-522-4700 or visit NCP Gambling. And so the SGPN is actually going a little extra with Underdog with more of a bonus. You sign up between now and the end of the month. 5 winners will receive an Underdog hat, Underdog shirt, and a $50 SGPN gift card. Sign up today using promo code Golf SGPN. Then go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/dog and enter for your chance to win.
Okay. All right, let's go to the betting board. Let's make this short and sweet. Is there anything really to talk about with Rory this tournament?
No.
He
can boat race it or he can eject. I'm not betting him at fucking 7-1 in Florida. Thank you.
No, I mean, not at this type of golf course where there's landmines everywhere. He's not playing all that great. I think I was looking at the matchup market. He's like minus 150 over Cam Young. And
I saw that. That was that. I was going to ask you about that later in the show. That is, I really want to take that, but I'm not going to just because of the type of course. But it's wild to see that odds because Cam Young fucking sucks. Like he's not good. But I think he actually might do all right here. I don't know why. Well,
so he's actually – why don't we just transition right to this area here?
Yeah.
So, all right. So let me just be straight with everybody. I bet way too many guys. And I'm kind of taking the mindset of like, all right, I know a lot of these guys I'm going to bet are just going to – it's like going over the trench in World War I. Like about half the guys are just going to get shot immediately. Okay? So I kind of want strength in numbers here. So I end up extending myself a little bit.
Meat to the grinder. Exactly.
So I haven't bet anybody under 40-1.
Oh shit.
Technically, I'm a little stretching myself. I could add it to somebody between 20 and 30. So we're going to kind of talk through the candidates right now. So Cam Young is actually a candidate. Now his price has dipped through the week because I think people agree with you that he sucks.
Yeah, he blows.
But he's actually been relatively okay in Florida.
Yeah, he actually has.
Yeah, so he's got a top 10 at Bay Hill. He finished T16 here in 2022. Another T13 finish at the Arm Palmer in 2022 as well. He's hitting his irons pretty good. This is a guy as well that, yeah, you think of him as just this bomber, but there's been a bunch of times where he's put the driver in the bag and he's been okay. That's an option.
I guess. He's just bad. So like when I pull him up the last like 24 rounds, he's just bad between 150 and 175 for me. Plus, and look, I get why, and we kind of talk about this randomly. Like we think he's a bomber, but think of some of the courses that he almost won. Heritage came out of the gate like a fucking rocket, should have won that. Like short course, you know what I mean? Like it seems like you think he's going to do well in these, pray and spray courses, but he seems to do well in these shorter courses. I don't know. I can't get behind it just because I am staunchly dug in with my take that he's never going to win a PGA event. So it would be hypocritical if I wanted to bet on him now. So no, I'm not going to take him.
Okay. I think for me, I looked at how he was doing between 150 and 200 because that's a very critical range this year, and he has been, or this for this tournament, he hasn't been all that great this year.
Yeah.
Now I said that last week about Jake Knapp, who sucks up from over 200, and I am looking at what his now cumulative stats were, and all of a sudden now they're positive. Now they look great. So small sample size, guys. I think I'm not going to bet Cam Young either, but I was tempted. I don't know. Yeah, I could sleep on it. We'll see.
I don't have anybody under 30-1, but I got 3 guys between 30 and 40.
Okay. All right. Let's keep talking about guys in this range. How Russell Henley?
No, never.
Never Russell Henley.
I will never put money on him to win a fucking tournament. Ever. It could be him. It could be him versus you in a matchup, and I would have to fucking think about it.
I mean, I've been burned at least twice by him.
Yeah. Your pain is enough for me to be like, no, thanks. I'm good. He's just a weenie. He's never going to fucking win.
I mean, look, his iron play has been good coming in here. His former winner.
Positional. Never outright. Positional, fine. Not outright.
I mean, I think his odds are, considering how penal this golf course is.
He doesn't win.
No, considering how short his odds are and how penal this golf course is, like, I don't even know if I want to do like a top 10 or 20 on him.
Top 20 price wasn't bad. It was still play. It was
like plus like 130 or something, 140.
So I saw like 160. So that's why I thought it wasn't that bad.
All right. I think about it at that point. Okay. I'm not on Fitzpatrick. I'm not on Tom Kim.
Nope.
I just don't. Tom Kim, his iron play has been doing a little better coming in, but first time guy here, he just doesn't look right. So and same thing with Fitz.
Although he's another guy who I think just doesn't play well on the West Coast, and he seems like he's better on the East Coast.
That's not really true. He's done well at Riviera.
That's true.
He had a top 5, I think, at Pebble Beach a couple of years ago.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. So
I believe you. I just don't remember it.
Oh, look at you spreading fake news. That's great.
I wasn't spreading fake news. I just think he plays better on the East Coast.
He does play very well in Florida.
He does. And any place that he vacationed as a child as well.
Did he come here?
Probably.
I mean, it is a resort.
If I fucking now I gotta go find this out. So go find out to see if he fucking vacationed here or stayed with somebody. And Christ, okay. I hate Fitzpatrick. I can't.
All right. Let's bring on who everybody seems like he's on. Eric Cole. And I think we need to bring on our crack producer for this one. Hello, Cam. How you doing?
What is up? Just wanted to get this out there now. I have had a couple margaritas at dinner, so this should go over great.
Yes. Buddy, I drink on every podcast. You'll find.
Yep. And Cam, I appreciate you finally putting pants on. Before we came on the show here, he hopped up and he was not wearing pants. So I got a free show. That was great.
Somehow Cam didn't get canceled during the fucking pandemic when everybody was doing Zoom meetings. They caught that one guy jerking off on a fucking that was the most egregious one. I was like, Man, you could have waited 30 minutes till the meeting was over. You just didn't think the camera was on. That one was the most egregious. That was
All right.
some funny ones happened, like when the kid came in on the news, with the guy giving like the news thing and he was screaming his ass off and came and sat on his kid. The Zoom, COVID did some good things. Some of the Zoom content we got was pretty fucking good.
Yep. Well, speaking of gross, Cam with his famous gross play last week of Jake Knapp, never seen a shot of his. Thought he was his 23-year-old phenom and didn't know he was, going to get his Social Security next week. Ends up cashing it, what, 40-1, 35-1?
I had him at 45, but
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
He closed at like 35, which is even grosser.
That's ridiculous. Congrats to you, sir. So a lot of pressure is on you.
I know.
And why don't you tell everybody what your gross play of the week is?
Yeah, so we can kind of get into it. A lot of pressure has been put on me, and I think that if you saw my clip where I said I just look at stuff and then I bet people, and you're like, this guy knows what he's talking about. Let me tail him again. Thinking he's going to hit 2 outrights in a row, I think you need to call.
It's called heater for a reason.
Call the number, like 1-800-GAMBLER. Call it, please. That being said, gross play of the week is going to be Eric Cole at 28-1. Like, what are we doing? Like, Eric Cole
He's a good fucking player.
He's a great golfer. I love Eric Cole. I literally bet him every start. But this is a gross number, and he's being put with Cam Young, who has never won, is never going to win, and
Correct.
is going to end up.
Benny Ann.
Yeah, he's going to end up. He's going to end up being a golf pro somewhere in New York, and never winning on.
He's not moving from Florida to New York. I can promise you that. That is the reverse of what people do.
Well, this week's gross play of the week is going to be Eric Cole, and he's still playing great golf. He's always going to be playing great golf. This is where he played well last year. And 28-1 is just way too cheap. I bet it at 28-1, and then it actually moved to 30-1 right after.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's how
actually back down. It's back down to like 22 on like DraftKings and places like that. That's the impact.
Yeah, so I that's going to be my gross play, and then I do have a mega whale play that I tweeted out today or just now before we started. So my reasoning behind this is that I am also newly discovered. I'm also 28.5, and Jake Knapp is 29, as we now know. So Jake Knapp is 29. When you hit 27, the hangovers hit like a brick. Like, I could drink for 2 days straight and not be hungover when I was 23. Now, if I drink one beer, I'm hungover for like 2 days. Jake Knapp is 29 as well.
I'm gonna say that's some weak shit.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna agree with that, because when I was 27, we were going out, Thursday nights.
I didn't slow down until my mid-30s.
You know when it really hits, Cam? I think this is the equation. It's when you have kids.
Yeah.
That's when it hits you.
Okay, still irrelevant. I think that Jake Knapp should not have won that golf tournament, even though I'm very happy he did. I don't think he should have won that golf tournament. He did not hit a good shot on Thursday or on Sunday when it counted, when he was under pressure, when he was in a featured group and had a camera on him the whole time. He did not hit a good shot, and his short game bailed him out. And he made some great, 6-footers, 4-footers to close out, to close it out. But he is going to be in the cameras all day on Thursday. He's with Chris Kirk, who won last year, right? Yeah. And he's with Rory McIlroy, who is the favorite for this tournament. And you are putting him in a group on Thursday when he's probably still hungover. He was literally shotgunning beers in a hockey jersey when he left, the 18 green.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so he was probably been partying on Monday and Tuesday as well. He's still going to be hungover. Matthew Pavon, first round, -120 against Jake Knapp. And I mean, Matthew Bavon has won on tour this season already, as I just learned before the show from Steve. So that is my mega whale play, -120. I'm not gonna bet first round leaders, just gonna root for Matthew. And yeah, Viva la France.
Yeah, don't ever say that on the show again. Don't say that. But fucking listen, I like Cole. I love the nap play. I wonder if naps, like, you know how when you've been drinking all night, it, like, seeps out of your pores. I wonder if that's gonna like trigger Chris Kirk. Maybe we can fade Kirk too, because he's gonna smell booze and he's not gonna be able to fucking concentrate for 18 holes because he's gonna be thinking about all the whiskey he would like to drink.
That's a cheap shot. Well, another thing, we were talking about this before the show. I think the fact that Knapp is starting on the back nine is not going to do very well for him, especially if he's got a low case of the snap hook. So on 10, they converted the par 5, but if you hit it left, you're basically dead there. So that would be a birdie there. Number 11, there's a lot of water down the left. Again, padded snap hook. That could definitely be a water ball right there. And then maybe on 12, there's a little bit of water on the right there. Maybe he doesn't make the dope go left swing, goes way right into the water. Two quick water balls there. Then he got the bear trap. That could go very poorly for him. So, yeah, I mean, listen, like, the thing about this tournament, though, is even if you pick right about fading a guy, if the guy you bet has 4 water balls in the front 9, it doesn't really matter at that point. So it can be a very tilting tournament, but I like the rationale and reasoning. I put my rubber stamp of approval on that one. I'm not going to bet Eric Cole. I think it seems very popular, and
I said I was going to bet him on Sunday. I said I was going to bet him on Sunday before the fucking odds came out because he deserves a win. He's a Florida golfer. I get he's popular. He's probably not going to win, but yeah, he should have won last year. Somehow Chris Kirk broke out of jail fucking when he was dead to rights fucking behind that tree. Yeah, I think Cole's got it coming, man. Okay. And he's been better off the fucking tee this year than he was last year too. So, yeah, I think
I've seen so many times guys go from like second to like miscut like year after year.
No, yeah, listen, I know, but I will be here for it. I do not care what the number is. I said if there was a 3, I'd bet it, and it was 30, so I bet it.
Okay.
All right. Last thing. I think I'm gonna get a golf gambling podcast tattoo if Eric Cole wins. If I hit 2 in a row, golf gambling podcast tattoo somewhere. Maybe like right on my bicep. Two gross plays. All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. So
I'm absolutely holding him to that too, by the way, if he fucking does that.
So I don't think I'm gonna bet Eric Cole.
Okay, fair enough.
You think Benon's a loser?
I don't think he's a loser. I like Benon.
He's a candidate for me to bet.
He's all the way down to like 25.
No, I can. There's boost this week. I could put him back up to 30 if I wanted to.
Okay.
So he hit his irons really good at Riviera. He was slumping for a while after Sony. Didn't putt very well last week, but he putt really well at Tip Eagle at Kapalua. Yeah, it's probably exactly. He putt well at Sony, putt well at Kapalua, Tip Eagle greens. This is Tip Eagle this week. He's got a good track record as Honda, very good Florida golfer.
Yeah.
Apparently he sucked on the range today, which is concerning, but maybe he's just getting all the bad shots out of him.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. Anybody who's good on the range goes out and plays like shit. Anybody who's bad on the range goes out and fucking shoots well.
Okay. So he's a candidate that I could add under 40. And then JT Poston, that's the other guy I'm thinking about. Because that would all right. So hear me out on this one. I've been betting JT Poston for a long time.
I know.
A lot of money on him.
I know.
What I'm afraid of is I'm trending towards I want to be out on him. The iron play has been trending down lately on him, and that's been something I've been looking for. And his Florida track record, it's not all that great.
Not great, Bob.
I mean, other than Valspar, like. It's just, he's got a T22 of the players, a couple of those. Other than that, though, it's out, sub past 4, top 40, sub 40th place finishes, bunch of miscuts. For a Southeast guy, I would expect a little more in Florida for JT.
Yeah, I'm out on Poston.
So I'd
rather you bet on, because listen, I guess on opened up at like fucking 40 or 45.
I know. I missed that. I missed that.
Which I would have bet immediately. But I wasn't awake. So I couldn't bet him at 25, but I thought you could still get him at 35 or 30. I mean,
okay. And then Shane Lowry, that's just he owes me for this tournament.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's going to rain on Saturday, and I know how he does when it rains here, and that's not great. I don't know. So I
about
think for
Berger?
me, I think for me, it's going to be either Cam Young, Ben On, or just going my heart with Lowry. And those are going to be
Lowry's
the
not
last
winning,
ad.
dude.
I mean, he played a lot. So here's the thing. So when you said he played like crap at Phoenix,
You can't putt.
well, so here, okay. I was surprised that he finished T60 because I bet him, and he was actually, I think, inside the top 15 heading into the final round. He was playing good. And then Sunday, the wheels fell off. Maybe it's because I started drinking during the day. It was a Super Bowl. I was getting ready. I lost track.
Yeah.
There was like 50 holes that were played that day anyways.
Yeah.
I thought he finished inside like the top 25. I didn't realize he fell all the way down the leaderboard. He played better than what he showed there. And he's good here.
Fine,
but,
whatever. Listen, he's my Irish brethren. Whatever. I don't like it.
Okay. All right. So it's going to be either Cam Young, Ben On, or Lowry is my last ad.
Do Ben On. Because I would like to bet him if I had that number.
Okay. I'm going to sleep on it. I'll let everybody know tomorrow. So, all right. So who were the guys you bet like under 35 to 1 then? Let's put a bow on all of it.
Yeah. So I already told you fucking Cole, Burger at fucking 35 because of the text you sent Thursday or whatever the fucking day it was. I bid on that immediately. And who the fuck else did I bet on the 35?
Is that it?
Oh shit. No, I bet Benny Ann at fucking 35. So yeah, join me with him.
Fine, I'll join you on that loser. Fine. Bet on I can push up to 30. I'll do that. All right. So I also bet Burger as well, but I got him at 50 at the beginning of the week. So technically, I got a good price on him. I'm a little worried about the fact that everybody's just saying, oh, well, Will Zalatoris should have won Riviera. He could have won. It's Burger's time. I never loved that. But I don't know. Yeah. I mean, he's been hitting his irons a lot better. He's shown good ball striking, except for the Farmers.
He's a Florida guy, man. Florida golfer.
Yeah, his problems have been putting and around the green. And like I pointed out to you guys, I think just getting back to his natural instincts with this stuff. Because you're right. Like, it's going to be damp Bermuda. And that's a nightmare for anybody who's not used to it. So I kind of want these guys who are chipping out that stuff.
Apparently down in West Palm, so up here, we've been getting a shit ton of fucking rain. But down there, it's been, I guess, pretty dry. So I don't know if it's going to play like a little firmer and faster. But yeah, either way, it's always going to be damp because it's fucking Florida. But it's humidity 24 fucking 7. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So I'm with you on both Ben On and Burger then.
Let's go.
Oh, great. Why don't we take a quick break? And then there's a question in the chat that maybe we should talk about before we get to the rest of the card.
Perfect. Listen, win bigger by betting smarter this NBA season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NBA and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Enter any parlay idea into the Hall of Fame Bets revolutionary parlay optimizer tool to get hit rates broken down by leg as well as expected probability for the entire parlay. So all players by hit rate for any bet to learn which players are hot and which ones got value. So stop betting in the DAC and join over 30,000 researchers with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app over the HOFBets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets.
Okay, so we got a question about the wind this week with the wave splits. So
and the pairings are already out. C-May, they're out already. You got all the tee times. Everything's out.
Yeah,
so it comes out about like 3:00 today. Usually,
yeah. So the pairings are out. The weather's a little bit all over the place as far as some different forecasts. I'm seeing a forecast that potentially on Thursday afternoon could have some significant wind, and the morning is okay. I've seen another one where it's just kind of calm all day. That's the Wind Finder one. AccuWeather seems like they have some wind on Thursday afternoon. Friday, it seems like it might be wind throughout the entire day. So there might not be a wave split. I know that Data Golf has estimated the wave split advantage is only like 0.05 strokes. So it's like nothing. So Data Golf doesn't seem to think that there's really going to be a big wave split this week.
Data Golf stinks.
So Data Golf stinks.
They're wrong about everything.
Okay. Well, they've been wrong a lot this week or this year about stuff. but I trust their wave split stuff. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I mean, right now, I don't think there's going to be a big wave split advantage, but who knows? If that Friday forecast ends up being a little bit calmer, sometimes we wake up on Friday and they're supposed to be winning, there isn't. So
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's start talking about guys 41 and over that we bet.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Why don't you go first? Who are a couple guys you bet up in the like between
Adam
like 40
Svensson.
and like 80?
Okay, so I got Svensson at 50.
Okay.
He's playing well, man. He's another good Florida golfer. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he's another guy. He's one of my guys that I ride. So 50 to 1, he's trending okay. I think he had a top 10 last time we went out and played. He got a okay course history here, but I don't care about that. He's good with the iron range that I'm looking for. And yeah, man, I just like Svensson at 50. So between 50 and 80.
Okay,
Guys,
well, hold on.
questions on some guys?
I'll pause right now because I also bet Svensson. So
Let's
we're
go.
betting all the same.
Oh, no,
we're betting
wait,
all the
that's
same
three guys were all in the same cut? Oh, that's not good.
We are. I got him at 55, and he's like 45, 50 now. For a lot of the same reasons you said. Plays really well in Florida. He's won on Tiff Eagle at RSM. We had Sime also contribute in the chat here that he's won the amateur events. His iron game has been trending up the last couple tournaments or so, and I thought the price was pretty good on him. So he fit a lot of things I was looking for. So Svensson 55, I'm also on him.
Love it. All right, so let's walk through some guys that I don't know what to do with because I got a couple bombs. The chat already spoiled one.
Okay.
All right, so we go back to Mitchell at 45 or Dougie Gim at fucking 60.
I bet
It's
Mitchell
Bermuda.
too.
It's Keith Mitchell.
I bet Mitchell too. I got him at 45. So maybe you shouldn't. Maybe we should diversify a little bit, okay?
No, now I have to because if I'm not, I refuse. If I was thinking about betting him and you fucking bet him and then you win, I refuse to let you win without me. Yes, I love Gim. I like him in Florida too, and he played fucking well last week. I was almost first round leader, and he played well.
All right, well, hold on.
Think?
I want to push back on Doug Gim in Florida because you're only thinking about Sawgrass.
No, the TPC. I'm aware.
Other than that, though, he T27 Valspar cut last year players, cut at API, cut at Honda, cut at Valspar, cut at Honda, T29 at players, T36 Bay Hill, cut at Honda. It's one finish.
And it wasn't even a good finish. You had the fucking lead going into Sunday. And fucking
he did finish T6 at players, legitimately.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but he had a lead. Did he? He was in front of Bryson and fucking Westwood.
No, that was a different one. So
was it?
So
I thought that was the players, man.
No, okay. Easy. Hold on. I'll explain it to you. Okay.
Right, cool.
He finished T6 at the one Cam Smith one. You were doing mule kicks the entire back nine to even notice. Okay.
That's
the
fair.
one you're thinking about is 2021, where he was like in final group, I think with JT,
yes.
and he fell down the leaderboard.
Yes, that's 100% correct.
That's the one you're thinking about.
That is correct.
Okay. Yes. So other than at TBC Sawgrass, he's not very good in Florida. All right. And he's just not very good on Bermuda in general.
Yeah, good finish last week, but I'm gonna lay off. I don't have to.
Okay.
I don't have to.
All right.
What about Straka at fucking 55?
Okay, we finally hit one that I'm not betting. Okay.
I haven't bet him yet. This is what I want to talk through. So Straka played well last week. Obviously, good course history,
Okay.
And I feel like when he's going good, he's going good. But then as soon as he starts going bad, fucking wrap. Like he's so bad.
Okay. So disqualifier for Straka. He hasn't been hitting his irons all that great coming in.
Okay.
Fine. So that was just immediately out for me.
All right. Jesus Christ. It's like this C-May guy is in my fucking brain. Fucking Luke List.
Okay.
Almost first round leader again last week.
All right. I bet List is 60.
No, dude, we can't be on all these same fucking people. But I refuse to let. We're going to be on him because I'm not going to let you bet him and me not.
Okay. All right. So Luke List, obviously hitting the ball great so far this winter.
Amazing.
Very good at Riviera a couple weeks ago. The putter has been a little bit hit or miss, but hey, he did pick up a win on Bermuda last fall. He's got a second place finish here. And he's been good down in Florida. So that was another guy I checked a lot of boxes. I understand I have a big outright card, but I think with the numbers that I'm getting these guys they're fine. And this is a tournament where half the betting cards probably going to be dead by 9 o'clock a.m. anyway. So I figure why not just go down swinging? I've had a cold year, so far. So whatever, screw it. So
yeah, listen, I'm with you. All right, so who did you bet between that? Because the rest of my guys are long shots.
No, that's it. Everything else is 75 to 1 or more. So, all right. So let's just recap. Okay. For everybody watching, we've bet a lot of guys.
Yes, we did.
We're both on bet on. I'm at 30. You're at 35.
Correct.
We're both at Burger. I got him at 50. You got him at what? 35?
35.
Okay. We're both on Keith Mitchell, right?
Yep.
I got him at 45. You got him at 45.
Yep.
Okay. We're both on Svensson. I got him at 55. You got him at 50.
Yep.
We're both on List.
Yep.
I got him at 60.
And Keith Mitchell.
Yeah, no, I said Keith Mitchell.
Did you say? I missed that one. Okay. Yeah. And List. Yep. So that's the only one I'm different on you so far is Cole.
Yes.
And it's just because I'm stubborn.
Okay. All right. So we overlap a lot.
Ooh, buddy. This is going to be a good week or a bad week?
We'll see what happens. All right. Why don't we go over 75 to 1? Pick a couple long shots you like. You want me to go first?
Yeah, I went first last time. You go first.
All right. How about Thunder Bear Torbjorn Olesen?
Love this.
Let me get really nerdy with this.
You love this guy.
I love this guy. So look, he was driving it. He doesn't have a lot of control of the driver. I will give you that. But this is a golf course. You can put the driver away a little bit, play more positional golf. He actually drove it okay last week. I think he gained strokes off the tee last week. Everything else, though, with him has been really good going back to last summer. His iron play has been really good around the green in case we got some windy conditions. He's going to get up and down. Putting has been pretty good. I went back and looked at the same greens that are at PJ National Tip Eagle. A lot of those are in the Middle East. He tends to putt pretty well in the Middle East. And what really sealed it for me with Torbjorn Olesen, so like Golf Nacional. Remember, the Ryder Cup venue, bunch of water, positional golf. He's got a couple top 5 finishes there. He's got a T10, I think, a couple years ago there too. So I like him as a little bit of a sleeper. Sometimes these Euros do pretty well here because it's just a different type of game with this place.
It's because this is where they used to come over and like start playing. I feel like I don't know. And so many Euro golfers live here.
Okay. Well, 75 to 1 for Torbjorn Olesen.
Whatever. You love him, bet him. I'm not going to shame you for it.
All right.
And he's got a cool nickname.
All right. How about another loser, Christian Bezuidenhout?
Oh, you have to quit this guy, man. Bez is never going to win. He stinks. He bunts the ball. His name stinks. He stinks. Everything about him fucking stinks.
Okay. All right. His iron play has been unreal coming in.
Gross.
And he's good in Florida. He's been really good in Florida.
Winning.
Okay, fine. Well, I'll take a stab of 80 to 1.
Fine.
Okay. And then I feel like I just owe it to Cam. Carson Young 150.
I'm on Carson Young too.
All right, there we go. We got the same damn card.
Yeah. I'm on Carson Young too. Because Matt said he looked the fucking best on the range too. So I was like, fuck it. I'll support Cam.
Right.
Like
getting all the good shots out right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
You don't have anybody deeper than that?
For winners, no. I got a couple guys I bet positional that I can talk about.
No, hold on. Let's go through some of my fucking long shots. So we're both on Casson.
Yep.
I'm back on fucking Novak.
Okay.
Because fuck me.
All right. I'm hopping off the Novak train this week.
Well, I got him at 150 to 1.
I know you did. It's okay. I'm gonna hop off this week.
Fine,
I got a feeling maybe the bubble's about to burst.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the chat already ruined it. Fucking CT Pan, fucking 200 to 1. You can still find him at like 150 places.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad. He's a good Florida golfer. He's trending in the right direction. I think he finished top 5 last week.
What's his
It's CT Pan, and he's won at. Did he win it RSM? And he almost won the fucking Wyndham. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's not bad. I might consider him for maybe a positional. I'd probably get a good top 40 price on him.
And I haven't bet this one yet. Well, so I bet this one, so I'll just say it's Viegas at 250-1. Fuck it, I'm up lifetime on him anyway.
You know he's
I
in
don't
a
care.
feature. You know he's in a feature group this week.
Let's go. I love me some Camilo, man. This is my
Does that
guy.
make you feel good or
I
bad
wanna
that
interview
all the
that
cameras
motherfucker.
are going to be on him?
It's gonna be good, man. He's gonna pop that collar.
Oh,
Fucking,
really?
He'll be fine.
Was
Yeah.
it good when he
Shut up.
was it good?
Shut
When
up.
he,
Shut up. Nope, nope, blah 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 blah.
no, where I'm
Yeah,
gonna get this joke out. Was it good when he was tied for the lead at Kapalua and they finally flashed the camera to him and he hit a snap hook into the weeds?
Oh,
Like
it was the worst. That was so much
who
pain.
incurs a penalty stroke at Kapalua off the tee?
It was so much pain. So much pain.
He literally spazzed out.
I know. I watched it.
I know. That was painful.
What about Sam Ryder? He's got a decent course history.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I didn't bet him outright, but so how many cuts has he missed like in a row? Like a lot.
Like 5 or 6
A
at
lot.
least, I think.
Listen,
Yeah.
good in Florida. He's actually hitting his irons okay. That's like the only thing that's been really working. So I'm just gonna go positional on him, but I don't mind that for like a stab, like long shot play.
Yeah, fuck it. It's fucking 250-1.
Okay. How about going back
Those are,
to
all,
Grayson?
those are all my long shots.
Okay, how about Grayson Sig? Top 40.
Listen, I'm on him all the fucking time. He never does anything. I'm off him this week.
Okay. I mean, still hitting the
He's
irons
a
pretty good
Southeast
so
guy. He
far.
played his golf in Alabama. I know. Fucking
I think he's a Georgia guy. His Florida history's not all that great, but he's a Georgia guy.
Georgia, that's it. Not fucking bad.
I mean, the irons have been
They're all
pretty
redneck,
good
yeah.
this winter. I played all right last week. That's okay. We got somebody saying Justin Lauer. That's a potential
my
one.
guy.
His Florida history is not all that great, I think, but he's in his irons pretty good coming into this thing.
Yeah, it's good. And he can get white hot with his putter. And Dieter, yeah, Jaeger. Listen, I like Jaeger, man, but he's just not. I just can't bet Jaeger at fucking 30-1, dude. I just can't do it.
Okay. Brandon Wu's been kind of hit or miss in Florida, but when he's been on, it's been, I think, like 3 top 40 finishes, and he's been playing okay. You know, this winter, the iron's been okay with him.
Yeah.
That's a positional play for me.
What's Mondo saying? Who?
I think Aaron
Baddeley?
Baddeley, I think.
Yeah. What's his price for a top 10? It says it's a great price. What's the price?
I
You
don't
gotta
know.
tell me the price.
I mean, Baddeley's not usually on my radar. He's unfortunately, I think in my stat sheets, I think he's down in the Walking Dead category because he doesn't have status.
Yeah, I agree with Dieter. I don't like Dylon or fucking Brandon Wu this week.
Okay. All right. Well, that's just a positional play for me. So, how about Vegas for you? Not going back to him.
I got him on my first round leader just out of superstition.
Okay. How about redemption for Matt Wallace after doing on the walk and talk?
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about this.
Okay.
You sent me the text. How is he not like a capo in my crew?
Mhm.
It's because he doesn't play enough. That he's definitely a soldier. He's a guy I love to bet. And I thought about it. I thought I could still figure out a way to get him on, but I don't know, man. That Sunday was there's just so Matt Wallace. Like, I don't know. Listen, I love Matt Wallace, but I don't think I can get behind him. Maybe a position. What's his top 20? I mean, it's not even going to be good odds because he played so well last week.
I mean, I think he's like 100-1. So his top 20 price is probably going to be like 4-1.
He's got
5-1.
decent Florida history, right? He's got decent Florida history.
Could do that. That actually
Yeah, I
reminds
can do
me.
that.
The curious case of Tom Hoagie.
Oh, yes. We didn't even talk about him.
Yes, we didn't. So this is interesting because this should be a good Tom Hoagie golf course for him, obviously, right? Pretty
Sure.
accurate,
Yep.
good ball striker, all this stuff. His Florida history absolutely stinks. Like stinks to high heaven. So he's got the T3 at the Players last year. Other than that, though, it's a lot of miscuts. It's a lot of just not being relevant. And I wonder if the fact that because this guy's a North Dakota guy, maybe just Bermuda and him don't mix.
I got to think of how close West Palm is to Hard Rock. It's definitely within driving distance.
Oh, you think about the casino angle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Would
definitely within driving distance.
Well, I mean, everyone's got mobile gaming now, so it doesn't matter, right?
Oh yeah, but he likes table games.
I mean, you can play roulette
That's
and
not the
blackjack
same,
from your
Steve.
phone.
That is absolutely not the same.
Okay, it isn't the
West
same.
Palm to Hollywood, Florida.
So look, like I get it with Tom Hoagie. I just find it.
Yeah,
like,
it's less than an hour.
Like,
Less than an hour. He's 100% hanging out at the fucking. No way. I'm not betting him.
Look, like why is Tom Hoagie consistently just terrible in Florida? And even with the Sawgrass thing, by the way, it's overseeded rye, so that's actually more plays in his favor. That plays more like stadium course at Amex at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
Not Bermuda.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That was enough for me to kind of get off him. All right. Let's recap for everybody who we bet, because we bet a lot of guys.
Fuck, I don't even fucking remember at this goddamn point.
All right. Here's everybody who bet. Okay. And once again, I'm just trying to take a lot of swings. Okay. I've been slumping. All right. Give me a break. Gonna go Ben on 30, Keith Mitchell 45, Berger 50, which I know it's not the price now, but I got him there. Svensson 55, List 60, Torborn 75, Zaynhoot 80, Carson Young 150.
Okay.
That's who I'm on. What about you?
All right. So I'm on. So this is not going to go in sequential order, just because of how my list is written out, like a beautiful mind. If you guys can fucking see that shit.
Okay.
So Benny Ann 30, List. I can't tell if that's 45 or 50. Doesn't matter. Berger 35, Carson Young 110, Novak 150, Mitchell 45, Viegas 250, Svensson 50, CT Pan 200. I think.
Okay. All right. I got nothing else. You got anything else?
I like. What do you think about Berger over Fowler? Like, I know I hate fucking. I know. Oh, so Tyler in the chat brought up something. So Ben Griffin plays good. Tell me if I'm wrong. I get these Bens fucking mixed up. Is Ben Martin and Ben Griffin? I get them confused all the time, right? So he's the one who plays decent in Florida, right?
Ben Griffin? He does.
Okay. He's got some long ons.
He does. He's not hitting the ball that great, though. And that was kind of disqualifying for me.
Okay. Fine.
So,
all right. So
I mean, look, I can't, you can't bet everybody. So that was
no, you can't. No. I mean, they asked,
but like different show, but DFS where.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Good I think that would be a great play. But if I'm saying, hey, like I want to put $50 on his top 10, top 20 price, like I think I'd rather put it somewhere else. So.
You got any top 20s that like we'll put out the card. I'll actually put it out.
Yeah, I don't have any top 20s yet, just because of how penal this place is, and it just can blow up in your face. I don't know how much appetite I have.
So I like doing
that this week.
So I like doing the long shots on these anyway. So so you can get Casson at 4-1. You can get CT Pan at 4-1. Those are the two I bet so far.
Okay. All right. I'll probably put a couple top 20s on my card and it'll be out.
Yeah. And I'll put out a card.
Don't worry.
Relax. Even though that was the funniest card we've ever put out. Ever. It was fucking great.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. And behind that paywall, you had Jake Knapp. So everyone missed that.
I did. You guys just didn't know it. And you did me on my book.
Did. So. All right. Well, we're going to take a short break. We're going to end this show. Yeah. But then I am going to take you to the magical world of Jeddah and Saudi Arabia and show it.
I've been to Saudi Arabia.
Oh, great. So you can definitely have some input with this preview too. And then we'll talk about the golf course, and then we'll break down Live Jeddah.
Live Jeddah, baby. All right. So, guys, don't forget to go audio listeners who are still listening. Don't forget to go to that YouTube, man. Use the subscribers. We could use it. We want to beat everybody else on this network. So go subscribe, and that way you get to see my beautiful face and Steve chug water at the end of a show. So other than that, we'll see you at Live Show here in 15 minutes. For those listening the next day, we'll see you tomorrow, and then we'll be back on Sunday for our fucking preview. And that's it. Let's go.